Carter was born at St. Luke's Hospital. He came just a little bit early, 36 weeks and 6 days. And because of him being a little premature, the care team had given us a heads up that there could be some potential complications because of his early arrival. And at first, everything was great. He came out kicking and screaming, and we had a healthy baby boy. We got to just experience that, spend time with our son, and for 6, nearly 7 hours, things were great, but it suddenly took a turn.
I noticed something was wrong when I looked at Carter and his skin was turning blue. The nurse immediately came over and said she was going to take him back to the nursery to get his oxygen levels checked. And she did that with such reassurance and calmness that helped CJ and I remain calm during that very scary moment.
So after they had gotten Carter back to check his oxygen levels, we were quickly informed that they suspected that Carter was suffering from neonatal respiratory distress syndrome, which basically just meant that his little lungs were not as developed as we had hoped, and he was going to need some help breathing. Things from there just kind of spiraled really quickly. He went from just getting a little supplemental oxygen to being on a CPAP, and within 12 hours of them taking him back to the special care nursery, our little baby boy was intubated.
That was an incredibly scary time, not knowing, is our baby boy going to be okay? The care team at St. Luke's, however, informed us every step of the way. They made sure that we understood the diagnosis and the treatment plan. We never felt alone, and they were always there to answer our questions. They would come into our room just about every day and talk to us and make sure that we understood what was happening with Carter's treatment plan. The exceptional care extends beyond the medical team. I was in the hospital room, I was in the bed, and CJ had gone down to the cafeteria to grab, some snacks. And I was sitting there and I was getting emotional, and the housekeeper came into the room and she saw that I was physically upset, and she took off her gloves and she came to my bedside and she gave me the warmest hug, and she said, "You are going to be okay. I don't know what you're going through, but you're going to be okay, and we're going to take care of you." And that moment was so small, but it felt so big and genuine and heartfelt. That's how it felt encountering anybody at St. Luke's. It was, however, very hard seeing Carter hooked up to all the monitors and the leads and the wires and the tubes. We couldn't hold Carter because he was in such a minimal stimulation room. The lights were off. We had to be very quiet, but the nurse practitioners allowed us to give him what they called hand hugs. So that's how we tried to stay connected to Carter, was we would place our hands on his little butt or his feet or on the top of his head, just to let him know that mom and dad are here and that we are so proud of him.
Carter is 6 months old now. We have a happy, healthy baby boy, and our home is filled with his giggles and laughter, and the joy that we have thanks to the care that St. Luke's provided is something that we will always be thankful for, and something that has been a blessing to our lives.
We are forever grateful for the care that Carter received at St. Luke's Hospital, and we would recommend any growing family to choose St. Luke's, because I know they would make a world of a difference, just like they did for our family.